Good morning, everyone. My name is Vaishak Yashodharan. I am going to present the work entitled Influence of Mercury from Wildfires on Coastal Habitats, a preliminary study in the Galician estuaries, collectively prepared by the people of Technology for Circular Economy and Natural Security Research Group of the Department of Chemical Engineering from the University of Santiago de Compostela. This research focuses on the search for information on forest fires that affect the Galician estuaries through the bibliographic review. From a system dynamic approach, we seek to obtain results that allow us to establish applicable and functional precedents for future studies or cases. The objective of this work is to expand the knowledge on how the mercury that reaches the Galician estuaries due to forest fires affects the aquatic organisms, and through the system dynamic approach, access and contemplate the possibility of applying a model validated for the case of Galician estuaries. For the review, mercury and wildfire keywords were searched by topic with the other word that appear in the graph. Only 14 papers were obtained in the database of Web of Science. Estuaries are one of the most valuable biomass on the planet. Galicia is a region situated in northwest of Spain, having some areas that seems to be ideal to study the development of environmental mercury transformation. There are several articles about mercury in fish or in marine sediments off the Galician coast, but none of them considers the possibility that part of mercury could be mobilized due to the runoff from forest fires near the coast. This opens a range of possibilities for future studies in Galicia, in which a dynamic model can help clarify concepts. A good example for this study is the estuary of Vigo, because in this area there have been large fires such as those of 2017. We also have some data from the literature to use in the model. Different studies have shown that mercury is present in Galician forest in considerable concentrations, also taking into account the orography and the large number of estuaries that surround the territory. It is necessary to consider the need for more studies on how forest fires that devastate Galicia can affect the movement of mercury until reaching estuaries and lakes, and consequently the human being. The policy testing, which uses the model to test how changes in policies might improve the simulated behavior of the system, is the purpose of the most system dynamic studies. Fish, bird, and amphibious species can exhibit tissue mercury concentrations that exceed acceptable fish consumption advisory limits. The model can provide us with necessary data to know if mercury concentration in fish is below the legal limit and to take action if necessary. More empirical data on mercury in freshwater, sea, and estuarian species are needed to determine the status of estuaries in terms of mercury pollution through dynamic modeling. The elaboration of state of art allows us to know the current situation of research and to obtain the data used to implement the model. This work provides a baseline for in-depth empirical studies and analysis of the actual concern of this issue, as well as encouraging the development of future preventive measures. This is the first study to demonstrate the possibility of knowing the impacts of mercury from the forest fires in Galician estuaries through dynamic models. Further studies on the impact of mercury from forest fires on estuaries and coastal areas should be carried out to develop our understanding of the results obtained by modeling. Future experiments should investigate how the increase of mercury due to forest fires affect the ecosystem in long term, considering that fires occurrence is predicted to be increased. Thank you for your kind attention.